most companies, if you look in the past, of course, had a very simple strategy. The eldest son would take over, and you had, including ownership. And of course, in the second half of the 20th century, that changed dramatically. So you have to do with more shareholders now, shared ownership, and not everybody is working in the company, and that means that you have to concentrate on the process of organizing that. It's very difficult to, as a father, for instance, to determine which of your children is most suitable. It's an impossible question for parents. So you must have rules for that. We concentrated on that. Some rules for working as a family member in the company are on paper nowadays. Many companies do that also nowadays, family companies. For instance, as a youngster, you have to work outside of the company first, have a career elsewhere. There's one rule. You have to have a certain level of education in our case. Not every family company has that rule. But it's not the family that decides who is going to work for the company. It's our supervisory board, which is comparable. It's not. We have a two-tier board system in the Netherlands. It's not one board system. So it's our non-executives, and our board, a majority is non-family members. So that it's non-family members in the board that decide which family member is suitable to work for the company. Those set of rules are now in place and makes the process fair because it's objective, and makes it much easier also for the parents to because deciding among your children is difficult. It becomes even more complicated if you have to look to your the children of your brother or your sister. It can be very tricky if you start that discussion within the family. So you need certain rules. Well, you can call it fair process rules that are necessary to keep the family united, and will have an outcome that is that works well for the company. Always the balance between company and family, and we work on that very hard. We moved actually from one brother and sisters, two brothers and sisters that are owners in majority, because we have more shareholders, but it's brothers and sisters that have the majority of the shares, to a situation where cousins are becoming shareholders. So that means that it's not one branch in the family that is looking at the company, it's several branches. So debate becomes more important. I was very lucky with my brother and my sisters. We never had difficult debates about the company, the family companies. Our vision, our values were quite similar. But it changes when you have cousins and more branches. So the last 2 years, the 11th generation worked together on a project, and it was to write a family charter. And it's almost complete. It took 2 years because these processes take time and it takes a lot of debate. And it was very good to see as an older generation to see how the young generation was doing that. It's very good to see, and what pleased me very much is that they enjoyed it too, doing it.